Rooney before we let her go? And did somebody say something? All right, well, Coach, good luck to you. And Rooney Scoble, Gulf Coast State College, 28-2 right now in the semifinals. Let's have a round of applause. All right, the last one here. Q, Francois Bedell.
You might have Bart's picture on there, but you know.
Hang on, I don't even have your deal. Whose picture?
It slipped behind you.
Oh, there you. There's y'all. There you are. Tallahassee. Whose picture are you saying? Yeah, you're not even in the picture. We're sure he's the coach. Well, Coach, I had a chance to do y'all's first game. Let me tell you the stuff about them first before we get all off on that. They are 27-6 right now, correct? The tournament seed, they're number 11. They're out of Region 8. The nickname's the Eagles. And this is their head coach. He just goes by Q, Coach Q. But Francois Q. Bedell, let's have a round of applause for Coach Bedell. They were 24-6 on the season coming into here, 8-5 in their conference. They were second place in the NJCAA Panhandle Conference behind Gulf Coast State. And they end up having to beat Northwest Florida, I think, in a playoff game. And so it's been an amazing year and to be able to hang in there. In the tournament, they beat Western Nebraska 97-85. They beat Wabash Valley Community College 75-69. Now that's the team that leads the nation in scoring. And they averaged what, a game before they played y'all?
94.
94 points a ball game. They got 69 against Tallahassee. And then they defeated Northwest Florida State 55-52. So you're going to play back-to-back conference teams in this tournament. How do you feel? Well, that's just the way it is. It doesn't matter how you feel.
No, it is what it is.
It is. You want to use a microphone? You're okay? It is what it is. That's exactly right. Well, I ought to be proud of these young ladies. I did their very first ball game on that NJCAA TV, and it was the one where they beat Western Nebraska 97-85. It was an extremely competitive game. They scored 97 points, y'all. 97. They had one 3-point basket the whole game. 97 and had only 1 3. Coach, that's not even normal anymore.
No, it's not normal, but we only made one.
Maybe you and Madonna can get together with Rooney. All right. So what are y'all's team about? I mean, just tell everybody in here about the Lady Eagles and what y'all's focus is as a team.
Well, right now, I think our focus is that we're a team that has never probably made it this far, but except one time. So the tradition that we have up here doesn't quite fit the tradition that we have in Tallahassee. So we're doing something pretty much new that no one, I feel like, expected us to do. I have 14 kids. 2 kids were part of last year's tournament run. All the rest are brand new. So it's an eye-opening experience. They have no clue, which I think is a good thing for us because they walk into it with, we're kind of dumb as a box of rocks in the sense that we have no idea what to expect, but at the same time, they found something inside of them that fight, and they're willing to fight. And I sum this team up as a bunch of young fighters because they don't know anything else but to fight, which has prepared us year in and year out against Gulf Coast, Shelton State last year. We ended it the way we didn't, up 5 with 59 seconds to go and lose the way we lost. Has put some of our kids that have come back, they kind of have a mission. But I've only had one kid that played in that game, one kid watched the game, and the rest had no idea what this was like. So to be here, I'm very proud of.
Who are the 2 kids one that played and one that watched last year?
Japonica James was the young lady that played in the game, and Nakaya, who's having a really good tournament, she watched it last year. And so she's pretty much our leader. We ride and die by how she's playing, and she showed up in this tournament really big.
And I gotta tell you, Japonica James, I like the way she's tough. And you don't mess with her, right? She's, well, that's not in a rude way.
Like a box of chocolates.
Like a box of chocolates. Some days she's a cream puff, other days she's really tough.
You never know what you're gonna get.
She's never a cream puff.
Never a cream puff. Well, it's, I just think y'all are hard-nosed, and I loved it. When I watched y'all's game against Western Nebraska, that was a hard-nosed team too. So it was a fun matchup to watch the way y'all went after it, and I could just tell the tenacity of your team. That says a lot about y'all.
Yeah, well, I tell them they have to take on the personality of their coach. And I'm a little crazy at times, and I coach with a chip on my shoulder, I coach with passion, and so I think some days they follow that, and some days I don't think they follow that. But for the most part, they have really found a way, and I think they've kind of taken on the personality of me, and like I said, they're fighters, and I'm so proud of them.
Well, talk about playing Gulf Coast State for the 4th time. And I know that as a coach, you feel a certain way about it, but you know, and Rooney feels a certain way about it. But really, the key is how do your players feel about it? How do they respond to that? I mean, they lost 3, and what do they think? Do they? In other words, you don't want to think, well, we can't beat them.
Right. I think it's just part of what we have to do. I mean, we face each other 3 times in conference, and you have to face each other maybe in a playoff game. I think to our advantage, it's kind of our advantage. I don't have to, you know, go and look at film. I know them at the back of my head. You know, I know how Rooney's going to squat down and point. Rover's going to sit there. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it's going to be, you either got water in your veins or you got blood, and it's, you know, whoever wants it more, because we know so much about, we're like, you know, twin sisters in this, so you know everything about them, they know everything about you, and you just got to show up and play. I would have liked to see them in the championship, not in the semi.
Well, do y'all want to switch up? Anybody want? That wouldn't be a problem, would it, Darren? We can switch. We got the director right here. Who'd like? Let's reseat them. Joe Blood, you're really good at that. You'll be a 14 seed, he said.
I told him we had 2 1 seeds together, so I mean, I know we're 11 seeds. So.
Well, it's I know it's difficult, but the problem is, y'all, this is the issue that the tournament has to deal with, is that y'all are really good. Both of you are, and we can't help it. I mean, one of you's gonna have to be worse, or you're gonna end up playing each other. It's cute to be worse. Okay. So this is just the nature of what it is, and it says so much about y'all. Coming out of a conference that y'all played in, to be where you are today, still standing, is such a great accomplishment, and we're proud of it.
It speaks volumes of our conference when a national championship 3 years ago is the bottom of our conference this year, Chipotle. And he come off of a national championship 3 years ago. You know, night in and night out, when I say you have to, and not take anything from anyone else's conference, but night in and night out, there's no rest. And in that, Chipotle beat Gulf Coast and Northwest, and we beat Chipotle 3 times, but we couldn't beat Gulf Coast or Northwest 3 times. And so it's like every night is a war, but that's why you coach. That's why you do it. And that's
Tell Gino Ariana that. He doesn't know that.
But that's what makes it fun night in and night out to compete. And this is why I chose Tallahassee Community College to be a head coach, because I got to coach against the best in the country night in and night out.
How many years now, Coach?
This will be my 5th year.
5th year.
Yeah. Second Final Four was here with Southeastern Illinois.
Okay.
In Kansas.
And we don't remember them at all. Oh, we do. That was my favorite team of all time, wasn't it? Coach, we were talking about them. That Southeastern Illinois team that we'll never forget. We're not ever going to forget y'all, I can tell you. 'Cause y'all, we really are proud of you and what you've been able to accomplish. This is for Tallahassee. They're playing in the national tournament for back-to-back seasons for the first time in school history. And the Lady Eagles also appeared in the semifinals in 2001. I think that was the other time you were talking about that they'd been here. And so this is kind of new. And I guarantee you, from watching your team play, you can't tell it's new. I mean, they really got a great spirit about it. And I can say that about all four of y'all's teams. The tenacity that y'all play with and y'all coach with, it's just fun to watch. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing for young people, because you're investing in their lives. Y'all coaches today in this world are so important. I can't even begin to express the importance of coaches and teachers, but mainly coaches. I mean, because y'all get at the heart and soul of what these kids are dealing with, and there's kids that are struggling, and they're bullied, and there are so many things going on that are attacking them, and y'all are encouraging them and helping them. And you're helping them to be better people, and hopefully helping them to accomplish a lot in life, and I know that's y'all's main goal from coaching, is to try to do that. These championships are great, but to have success with your young people and watch them grow and mature and be successful, that's really what it's all about. And y'all are the pinnacle of that. Y'all are doing a tremendous job, and we appreciate you. Anybody have any closing questions here for the coaches? I've about run out of stuff. I know y'all wanted to stay longer, but nobody else? Let me tell you that, again, thank y'all for being here today. All of you that are involved with these teams, thank you for the head coaches get to sit up here, and I know that every one of them would tell all of y'all that how important you are. And they couldn't do it without you, and wouldn't want to do it without you. That y'all are that important to them. And just as a coach, that's just how you feel, and I know y'all feel that way too. Good luck to you here in the final four games that are happening today, and we'll see two of you in the championship tomorrow night, two of you in the third and fourth place game, and I can't wait to see who it's going to be. I got to tell you, I got no idea who it will be, because you are all four that good, and we're proud of you. Congratulations.